Right, hello guys, welcome back. So, just a few days ago, I put out a video detailing the highest DPS in the game for every class. And within it, I mentioned that I would be omitting any use of artifact perks because I wanted the video to remain evergreen. And I still stand by this. However, after some comments pointed out that I might as well be using them because the meta changes each and every season anyway, I thought it would be a good idea to entertain these comments and really push the envelope on how much damage we're able to deal. This video won't be as long as the previous, and I won't be retesting every rotation, but instead I'll be redoing the ones I deemed most impactful. Plus, you'll want to stick around because I've totally redesigned the Titan Witness rotation to match the one created by Dato Destroyer of Vaults, the only guy who's putting Titan DPS back on the map, so credit to him for helping make this video. Alright then, let's start again with Warlock. So with the Warlock, we're going to be revisiting the Parasite Aberrant action rotation that I showed against Greg. So just as a quick refresher, this is where we use Parasite into a few shots of Aberrant action and basically looping them back to back to back. As for our abilities, we're using Cataclysm Nova Bomb with the 3 important fragments being Courage to improve the damage of the Nova Bomb whenever we deal Unravel damage with our Arcane Needle, Dominance here so that our Freezing Singularity and our Vortex Grenade both apply the Weaken debuff, and Ruin here so that the bursts of stasis created from the Blickwatcher turret deal more damage. We also have Helion here for that extra Scorch damage as well. The exotic of choice is of course the class item with the Star Eater perk to improve the damage of our Nova Bomb by 70%. So, what artifact perks are ideal here? Well, there's only a few. We need Transference in the 5th column as well as Expanding Abyss. Transference is going to improve the damage of our grenade and melee when we are transcendent by 10%, and Expanding Abyss is going to convert our regular 15% weaken into a 25% weaken for void sources, and because Nova Bomb is void, this means it's going to be doing approximately 8.7% more damage than it would without Expanding Abyss, which is pretty good. So just as a quick refresher on the rotation, your first Parasite shot needs to be followed by 4 shots from Aberrant action, because only then will it have enough time to auto reload, but that's only for the first shot. So one more time, the first shot, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's reloaded. Then after that, we can go back to doing 3 shots because the timing has changed back to the 3-shot window. So please enjoy the fully optimized artifact rotation. Path, I'm pretty sure. Oh, come on. Yes! Yeah. Nice! Let's go! Oh my god, finally! Nice! And voila, Greg is dead. Now, granted, I was being healed by the healing auto from my teammates to keep me alive, which is an extra 10% damage buff, and I did also proc Worm Byproduct on myself towards the end of the rotation. So those two things are probably what let me kill him, and you're not always going to be able to have both of those in an actual damage phase, but still, all of the damage was done by myself. It's just I had my teammates buff me slightly, so it's still a very good rotation. Okay, so now we're moving on to the Titan, and the Parasite Aberrant combo from before still remains the same, but as I mentioned at the beginning, I've completely done away with the previous Cloudstrike Crux rotation on the Witness in favor of Still Hunt Apex instead. Now, admittedly, this new rotation is more mechanically difficult, but it ends up doing way more damage. We still have the same setup of before, which was having a Star Eater class item, which is swapping into a Hazardous Propulsion setup, and our fragments remain exactly the same. Nothing has changed here. Now, for the mods on the damage loadout, we have Focusing Strike here to give us that extra class ability energy whenever we deal damage with our melee, Solar Loader to improve the reload time of our Still Hunt, Fastball for the grenade throws to reach the Witness faster, and then triple Solar Surge. We do not need holster mods for this rotation because we are going to be manually reloading Still Hunt. As far as artifact perks are concerned, the only ones we care about are Incendiary Rifle rounds to proc Scorch on Still Hunt hits, Solar Fulmination to improve the damage of the ignitions caused by Incendiary Rifle rounds, Sniper's Meditation to get up to an extra 15% damage buff to our Still Hunt, and then Expanding Abyss to improve the damage of our Twilight Arsenal at the beginning of the damage phase. Now, Dato does have a vid detailing this rotation in full, but I'll try my best to quickly run through it for you guys here. So it's actually quite similar to the Hunter one from the last video with just a few different steps. We are once again going to be using Transcendence to cancel the animation of our Still Hunt, and from the top it looks a little something like this. So we would throw our grenade into a rocket and then into our super. After the second second axe is thrown, then go into our menu and swap loadouts. Then we would go into still hunt and shoot 3 still hunt shots. So I should have procced still hunt beforehand, but we go 1, 2, 3, and then we empty the mag here. Then we dodge backwards to proc the rockets. Then we'll go rocket and then melee and then rocket. And then we'll go back to still hunt, shoot 3 shots. Then we can reload into the alternate action, which we will cancel with transcendence. Then we'll do 6 more shots of still hunt here, which we will then go into a rocket, melee, grenade, and then a rocket. Then back to still hunt, same again. Reload here to get the 3 shots back. Then do 6 more shots here. Then we will reload, dodge backwards again, rocket, melee, grenade, then another rocket. Then we will do the final shots of still hunt there, which will then do another alternate reload. And once that's done, we throw a grenade and then into 2 rockets, which at that point should be both reloaded in time to shoot at once. So it's basically 6 shots, rockets, 3 shot, reload, then repeat. And obviously use your class ability whenever you can to buff the damage of your rockets before you shoot them. So bearing in mind that last time we hit around 5.3 million, let's see what we can do now.
Guardian down.
This might be it. There we go. Full damage rockets. Okay, yeah. I think that's it. Okay. There we go. 5.8. Nice. Nice. I think that's as high as it's going to go. Honestly. So yeah, almost hitting 6 million damage as a Titan on the Witness is pretty good. I do have to give credit to Dato here because obviously he was the one who designed this rotation. So again, shout out for helping make the video. Finally, for the Hunter, it's much the same as last time, except we're simply adding on the artifact perks. Just for a quick refresher, our abilities are of course Marksman Golden Gun, Snare Bomb paired with Facet of Dawn so that our melee applies both Radiant and Weaken to the enemy, Magnetic Grenade for another source of Weaken alongside Facet of Dominance, Facet of Courage to improve the damage of the Golden Gun by 10%. Mods wise, this is where we need the Solar Holster to reload the bullet into our Still Hunt, and then we have 2 Surges and the rest can be Resists and Reserves and Dexterities, Loaders, you name it. Make sure you are continuing to cancel the Still Hunt reload with Transcendence and Golden Gun, as well as remembering to shoot Goldie instantly whenever you get it for that Insta-Pop bonus. The artifact perks required are the same as for the Titan, which are Incendiary Rifle Rounds, Solar Fulmination, Sniper's Meditation, and this time we are taking Shield Crush instead of Expanding Abyss because we do not have any void sources other than our abilities that apply Weaken. So we're just going to take Shield Crush to improve the damage of our Hailfire Spike whenever we are Radiant, which we will be from Facet of Dawn and the Snare Bomb. So without further ado, please enjoy the fully stacked Hunter rotation. Alright, let's go. Okay, there we go. That's got to be over 6 mil. If that isn't over 6 mil, I'll be very, very surprised. Oh, that's close enough. That's close enough. That's good enough for me. Good enough for me. So there we are. 6.5 million damage just on your own without help from any teammates whatsoever is pretty insane. And it really does prove why it was nerfed in the first place. However, there is a much, much easier way of dealing very similar damage on any class. And well, rather than spoiling the fun, let me just show you the clip. good. Woo! Oh, ho, ho. There we go. Bang!
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
That's gonna be it.
6.2.
6.2, you think? Oh! Oh my goodness me. You know what? I think that's only ever so slightly below the hunter damage. So yeah, pretty insane. Whisper of the Worm dealing almost as much damage as that fully stacked rotation for simply just holding mouse 1 and having very good strafing, but that is the catch. You do need to have very good strafing within the arena of the witness and instinctively know by the movement of his hands which attacks he is doing so that you can avoid them and strafe accordingly. Of course, I used my golden gun in this rotation as well, but even without that, you're still doing at least 5 million damage, which is pretty crazy just for one gun. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this revised list of damage rotations, which are much the same as the previous video, but this time we have just taken them to new heights. As always, I will leave dim links to these damage loadouts in the description if you want to copy them hassle-free, and I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. If you made it this far, thank you so much. Your support means the world. And if you're really into the content I create, consider becoming a member of the channel, which not only lets you support me in the best way possible, it also nets you a whole host of awesome perks along with it. A massive shout out to these members up on screen, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now, dear viewer.